I wasn't actually aware of the Grinch musical. I heard it was out there and stuff, but I didn't really know the music going into this, or I've never seen the show. And I'm just really taken by it. I think this production is so charming and so well thought out, and just, like I said, another incarnation of this classic story that we all know and love.
The new Grinch musical that aired last night took things to a new level. Some viewers say that former Glee star Matthew Morrison's portrayal actually left them feeling physically uncomfortable.
NBC aired Dr. Seuss's The Grinch musical with Matthew Morrison as the lead. Here is a sample of his performance.
Look at you. Stop grinning. We're not here to enjoy ourselves. I hate your couch. I hate your couch.
"2020, after this year of pure fucking magic, it just decided to bless us once more with a beautiful gift of The Grinch the Musical." Fuck, man, how do I even begin this review? Like,
oh man, okay. I feel better. Also, a little side note, if I sound a little crazy, it's because this play has forced me to reevaluate my mental state. And also I'm recording this at 3 o'clock in the morning, and excuse the goddamn fan that keeps going off at the wrong time. Now, how do I start this review? Like I said before, I've been contemplating how to do that, but really, I'm just gonna not sugarcoat it.
these characters right here. What the fuck? Like, what? Who? I just, okay, you know, we'll have a narrator, but like, let's also add 2 narrators that never get a line. I just didn't like the fact that they had to add 2 more elements to the story that didn't matter. Like, there was multiple scenes where, you know, they wanted the action to be on the Grinch or what was happening, but my eyes were focused on the 2 roller skating clowns holding pies. I like the actor who played Max. I think that he did a really good job. He was my favorite part. You know, I think it really sucks when the side character is the best part, because it's like we're here for the main fucking role and then the side part is the best part.
The one thing though that I would point out is that Max's makeup makes him look way older. And I don't know if they added droopy lines, like if it was a prosthetic, because I know his nose is a prosthetic, but the droopy lines that they did on the older man, I really like actually. I think it looks dog-like. However, when it comes to younger Max, I don't know if it was his makeup or the way the lighting was, or if he had like a 5 o'clock shadow, but I personally thought this guy was way older. He's 26 years old, you know, he's 26 years old, he seems like a great guy, and he did a really good job. The only thing that I have, critique-wise, is that his makeup made him look way older than he should, but I really liked his costume, and I think he looked really cute with the ears, and I like how they incorporated his hair into the actual costume. They didn't like put him in some type of like hat or something, they actually gave him some dimension to it, so I actually really like that, and I think it kind of actually adds to the original story character of Max. That's another thing that kind of confuses me about this play, is that they can't decide between the original or being original. You know, they're kind of nitpicking what they want to keep. I think that, honestly, the Grinch's costume, it just could have, you know, I don't understand some choices when it comes to makeup in theater. You know, you know, it's super hard to sometimes maneuver around in makeup, you know, it can be super itchy, and, you know, it can be a lot. It can be a lot of stuff for someone to handle. However, if you're gonna do it, you know, fucking do it. The Jim Carrey version, like, they weren't going, oh, this is Jim Carrey, let's make sure we know it's Jim Carrey, like, you know, it's because it's a star power thing. They just went straight up, we're gonna suit you up, man, we're gonna go from head to toe here. It's gonna, you know, and it takes forever to get all that shit together. But with this, you know, it was just like, from the teeth downwards, you know, I liked it, but upwards, it was just bad, and I think his performance added to the weirdness of the costumes. Like, I just also didn't like this version of it. Like, what? I mean, it looks like fucking Bigfoot's brother that does too much weed or something.
So this is Orlando's Grinch. They, of course, have the money to put in for the costume and to make it look super spectacular and look very nice. However, this is a live production on NBC, and if their, only other costumes is going to be kind of just simply a dog costume and other variations of colorful hats and boots and pants, then I honestly believe that they could have maybe made the Grinch costume a little bit more detailed. It looks kind of like Oscar the Grouch, honestly, the way the fur is matted.
Speaking of Matthew here, I think I've been saying his last name wrong, and I'm just gonna call him Creep. This Creep right here has been known to play, characters that after a while seem to be a little bit more creepier than first assumed. Now, am I saying that this guy personally is a creep, or that, he goes home at night and, does creepy things, is creepy people? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. It's just
the way he chooses to play his roles. That's what kind of confuses me. It's like, you don't have to say a word so, creepy and short and, breathy like. And the way that he moves, he said he took inspiration from the Joker, but there was just moments that I just didn't understand. Like
the scene at the end where he's contemplating about, should I give the toys back? Should I not give the toys back? What should I do? All of a sudden, Cindy Lou Who comes out of the fucking mist like the girl from Grease 2 with like a halo light.
And he's over here, oh, do you hear that, Max? She wants me. She cares.
It's just so unnecessary. I can't blame him though, for half of it. I mean, it's his choice to say those lines and to do the way that he wants to act it out. At the same time though, there was 100 people there, there was a director there, telling him what to do.
A bunch of people sat back, watch the Creep walk up to the camera, stare people straight in the face, and read the words that they wrote down on the script. I hate your couch. Oh, it's what was why did 100 people sit back and watch that? And that's the one thing that kind of irritates me when it comes to theater, is when people won't be brutally honest with people. It's constructive criticism, and I'm not saying you have to straight up be like, yo, you suck, never act again, get off the stage. All I'm saying is I hate it when I know that people are being nice just to be nice because they don't want to hurt people's feelings, I'm not saying that the kid on stage that's doing bad, we have to boo them off or anything, but just be honest with them. It was, you did a great job, and you tried really hard, and, I'm really proud of you for trying really hard. However, there was moments that you could work on. And that's the hardest thing to hear, especially when you've been working really hard and you've been putting in your all. And it's especially harder, though, when you think you're putting in your all and then you find out that actually people were just being nice, I've had that happen to me where it's like I've done something, I thought I was really great, and then it turns out people are just giving me sympathy claps, and I didn't want people to bullshit with me. And there's some people who want people to bullshit with them, but I don't want to bullshit with myself, because that's what I honestly think the people of this play need, is that, when they go home at night and they clap everybody, when they when they go home at night and, they give themselves a hand and they have that glass of wine and they say, good job, everybody, which they should do because it was a hard job, they should still reflect on the fact that they could have done better. It was just unnecessary. The transitions and the cinematography was okay. It sucked and it was good. The cinematography, obviously, with these live shows are great, but the one thing that this play didn't have, because once again it was being lazy because of, the kids were watching instead of the adults, it was being lazy as fuck, and instead of, cool transitions that could lead to a different atmosphere, or, they could have just added an actual transition or something.
Fuck, man, even the simple white blank would have been a lot better.
And the one thing that pissed me off was when the narrator was going back in time. It was like
okay, we have old Max here, and then we're gonna transition to young Max here. And instead of, I used to work for him, and it fades up, and there's, music playing, and there's snow, and it falls on the cave, but then it turns even more angrier, and then he starts screaming, and Max is like, what? And then and then Max wakes up from his bed or something. Like, just something. But instead,
all we get is, hey, I used to work for him, jump cut. Like, that's it. And that sucks, honestly. It's like...
So when I think of Christmas and the colors of Christmas, I think of the typical ones. Green, red, silver, gold, But the one color that doesn't come to mind, and this, might come to some, but the one color that doesn't come to me when I think of, Christmas or the holiday season, is pink. I don't understand why there's so much pink. I'm not gonna bash on, little kids or anything and stuff, but I will bash on their costumes, and this is just not it. Like, she looks a cross between the Trolls dolls and, like, the girl from Wreck-It Ralph or something. Like, I just, what is this, man? The other thing I don't understand is the makeup choice, It's very, I just don't understand the Who characters in general. Their costume design and makeup, and I'll get into the other makeups and costumes and shit, but I don't understand why they chose so much pink, like I said. I don't know why their makeup, their noses looked like it was the same nose, but sculpted even bigger, with like a gumdrop button on top, and then there you go. Like, I just didn't really understand the concept of it. So, the weird choice here is that they decided to give the adults the song Where Are You Christmas, and I don't know if, like, traditionally in other plays, they do that or something. They give the grown-ups, that song, but it just was really weird. It was such a weird choice. Like, this kid is wondering, about humanity and, the spirit of Christmas, and like, oh my God, like, where are you? Like, why can't you, make these people see the true joy of giving by letting someone have the chance to give back and, I don't know, shit like that. But in this version, all the adults wake up and you wouldn't even notice because, like, the whole stage is black and white, so you're, like, looking around like, what's missing? Like, okay, like, a tree or something? Like, so, unless, like, their house was, like, completely fucking burglarized over here, you wouldn't even notice that.
And all the adults, it's so... I found this scene so hilarious. Like, all the adults come out and they start crying and they're just looking around and they just start singing, out the window, like, where are you, Christmas? Where are you, Amazon package? Like, and then the kids who aren't even sniffling, who aren't even saying anything, are the ones who have to come grab their parents from a hysterical moment of fucking, where are you? And this lady's face, I just don't understand it. Why did you make this face? Why? It just seems weird. Like, it's a mix-up, basically.
The only thing I got out of this play was a big question mark. It's just why? Why did you decide to put on this show when you know that there's aspects of it that is just bad? There's so many properties nowadays. It's like all of the reboots that they're doing. And they know that people are just gonna watch it. It's like they just sit there making money knowing that they're just gonna shovel it out and it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter about the artistic integrity that someone put behind the artwork, the days and the dedication that Dr. Seuss put behind these books. They don't care about the fact that maybe on a hard day when someone was feeling down, they turned on the TV and they saw the Grinch or the original, and they actually had a moment where they were happy because it reminded them of a time where things were less shitty, like films should do from our past.
Honestly, sir and ma'am who worked on this, just like the last season of Game of Thrones, it didn't matter, okay? The whole point of it just didn't matter.
The sad thing about this play is that with the other versions, I got a sense of humanity with it, It's like any Christmas films or films in general that involve an arc like that. I got to appreciate the fact that someone who has been exiled and been treated like shit, you know, and just wants revenge on everybody, which you can understand. I mean, you know, you just pound it and pound it and pound it, and you just, you know, fuck it, man. I want to just take it out on other people, because why not? Everybody takes it out on me. But then once again, you're faced with the fact that in this world full of billions of people, there's always that one person who comes out of nowhere that reminds you that humanity is possible, with a smile, or a simple "are you okay?" or they open the door and they say "have a great day" or something. Those little fucking moments in life that maybe it doesn't matter to you, but it matters to me. And this show made me ask myself, where are you, Christmas? Where was it in this show? Because I wasn't left with a holiday feeling of joy, and that the humanity was found. I felt like it was lost in this show. And it just made me sad. And it was just, honestly, a disappointment.
And that's what sucks, is that I didn't leave with any heart. I didn't leave with any, yeah, that was a childhood memory right there. I didn't leave with, wow, that was a good telling of the new story. All I got out of this play was...
You lose! Good day, sir!
So, to give you a quick recap of everything I just said, this play is absolutely, utterly fucking fantastic.
The play was shit. Alright everyone, my brain is fried, and that's the end of this review of The Grinch, the musical. I hope everyone liked it. If you didn't, well, you still stayed and watched it, so that's your problem. At the end of the day, I hope you guys stay safe during this time, and I hope everyone has a great new year. Let's hope for the best, and yeah, check out my other bodies of work. My channel, I do photo challenges. Like and subscribe and hit the bell icon like I said before. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm leaving now. Bye.